Queen is semi-carry, so you want to have a right-clicker. Most of the time, anyways.
For Clover's now third pick. They opened very aggressively and basically tipped their hand. But where do they go from here? What are the cores that are going to try to benefit from the Brood space? A lot of lockdown, a lot of melee counters with VP already.
When you talk about that, it's like you pick PL and teammate with Brood because Brood, if you're talking about playing that style, you want to have another carry that actually is a 4 protect 1 carry.
Well, since they can't get the Spirit Breaker, if they want someone to run with the Brood, Night Stalker is available.
Night Stalker would be good.
Would probably be a support. Once in a while we see the mid Night Stalker, but versus a Quap, that's going to be very tough.
If you talk about mid laners that can help the Brood at the moment,
TA is also out there.
yeah, TA.
Oh, actually no, TA
is
banned.
banned. Ember is banned. Both of these two heroes, TA and Ember, are really good with providing backup towards the Brood Mother. And Queen as well. So all these heroes are not available for 4 Clovers. They're gonna go for lane domination. So they have Razor and Brood and Dazzle. So the idea of these 3 picks, the way they open is they want to win their lanes. Razor's gonna win their lane, win his mid lane, most of the time. Dazzle plus Brood together could also win the off lane. So 4 Clovers are just looking to gear into winning all their lanes and transition into the mid game with a solid advantage and take Roshan.
Yeah, right now though they are running a stunless lineup. No lockdown whatsoever.
You don't need stun sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Not all the time.
VP, Ember is banned. I guess the one other hero that could really take advantage is Storm. We have seen some teams run Storm versus Broodmother. With help, it can go okay.
Yeah, but they have the axe already, so doesn't it defeat the purpose of picking an axe here?
Yeah, quite possibly. They could also run like Quap offlane, Storm mid. Another good hero to hunt the Brood, but might be a bit greedy.
Maybe they just pick the Wyvern again. They need another support. And
it's pretty good wave clear as well.
Yeah, good wave clear, good defensive capabilities with the axe. But then again, when you have axe, you want to have someone that always has the damage, so when you call, you can actually kill immediately. Sonic Wave has a long cooldown.
So if it's Phobo Axe, it's G Quap, then they need an Illidan hero. Illidan plays some...
Maybe they pick a support here, because FNG should be the one playing the SB. So
yeah,
they want to pick...
they need Lil's hero.
Visage.
I mean, if it's not Wyvern, who would it be?
Visage is bad versus Brood. What else does he play? Does he play Skyruff? Skyruff is bad versus Brood, but good with the axe, but bad versus
There's
Brood.
very few supports that are any good versus Brood.
Yeah, Wyvern is kind of okay because you can actually clear the spiders and you have good spells to kill the spider early.
Yeah, good call. There's the Wyvern.
Dire team pick.
Still 4CL.
They need a stun, I guess, right now.
They probably want to. They need at least an initiator, something to start the fight.
How about
they have nothing.
I mean,
right
SD is not a stun, but SD is good at winning the lane with Dazzle. SD Dazzle. But we don't see that too much anymore. And it's good versus those heroes, you know. SD can actually use the disruption to save the target that's being focused by either the curse or the call.
All the good lockdown heroes are largely
Bane.
gone. Yeah, look at Bane.
Lockdown.
Yeah, I definitely think they needed something. They had no way to start fights or gank.
So Bane would be good synergy with the Stylic Link. You sleep and obviously you keep draining damage.
Can cancel charge very easily.
It's not that easy though to cancel charge. I mean, if you sleep the charge target, yes, you can actually, but you can't actually sleep the SB reliably all the time. Oh, they ban out the Alchemist, so
I mean, if he's charging you, it can be tricky.
Yeah,
if he's charging someone else, it's not.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just not so reliable compared to some other stuns or Rubik Leaf.
Yeah, well, I mean, nothing's as good as Rubik Lift Winter, but then you have a Rubik.
And you got me thinking, is there anything?
That's the best instant
What?
disable, right? I don't think there's anything better.
Really?
What would be better?
Instant
Because it's also ranged, like
Echo Salami.
yeah, but you need a blink.
Okay.
So I guess Fissures, but Fissure is a whole cast animation.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
I think
okay.
Lift's still the
Lift
best.
is instant.
Forcia will ban the Slark as the final ban. It is a Illidan classic,
But no one picks Slug now.
yeah.
So what is Illidan gonna play this game?
Illidan heroes Gyro,
Phantom Lancer.
PL.
Wait, so he's gonna play the axe
He's
and-
gonna play the axe.
Yeah.
Offlane Phobos Shaker.
or maybe offlane SB.
Yeah.
But I guess support SB is more likely, and you give Shaker more farm because of the Brood. You want to be able to kill the Brood with Shaker. So you get an early blink and early level, so you can actually hunt the Brood down. I could see that working for them. And they have a lot of lane pressure as well with the SB Queen, because their lanes will be very, very much always harassing the enemy targets with the Axe and the Queen. You always try to harass the Brood and obviously the Razor. So SB would have a lot of chances to try and gang the lanes. So I could see this working out well for them in the early game. So Lash, they want to go for lane dominance. Lash is also a lane dominant. Even though after the nerf, I still think Lash is really good at winning the lane.
And this is a hero that can actually be a very fearsome carry if you get through the laning stage.
Yeah, and you want to pressure your own lane as well when Brood is actually doing her stuff in the off lane.
He can also take towers if you want to get that point in Edict.
I think you take more points in Edict and stun. You don't take Lightning Storm now in the safe lane. You just max your Edict and your stun.
So you just skip Lightning entirely,
Yeah, you skip Lightning first. I mean, you can take it later, but in the early stages of the game, you want to have Spirit Earth plus Edict to take the towers. You have a setup with Bane. So Sleep into Spirit Earth is guaranteed stun. You want to have max damage with the Edict as well, so you can get a kill, push the tower. So I think that's the plan for the Lash this game.
Alright, Winter, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready for the brawl this game. It might still be a brawl because the 10 heroes right now are still always fighting.
I have a feeling this is going to be a huge brawl. Watch me jinx it and they just farm the entire game.
Nah.
I mean, the one thing though is Bambo's on the Brood, not on quite as aggressive of a hero.
Brood is an aggressive hero, why not?
Depends. Depends if they're pressuring Bambo. I feel like they're not going to leave him alone this game.
Yeah, but still you're going to try to be doing...
He's going to be that little spider that you're like trying to squish beneath your boot and it's like always juking around your room and hiding from you.
Not when there's an SB.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the bug squisher. I guess technically a spider's not
He's
really
like
a bug.
Locking down on you, that's why you can't juke him. But if you're strong enough, you don't care if he locks down on you. You can fight back.
So,
and you know, this is a
who do you favor here just based on the draft?
Ooh.
Before we get underway.
I think it's the same as the last game.
50-50?
Yeah, execution.
Okay.
Whoever takes better fights.
That to me is the best kind of Dota. Sure, it's fun. It's a fun intellectual exercise to see an outdraft, but the actual game is usually not as good.
It's all about whoever gets the better usage of spells. Oh, here we go. Bounty Rune. The Fisher block.
They use the Arctic Burn. They're going to trap two on the wrong side of it, but Nico just runs in and says, screw it. Oh, he's in trouble now. Has the salve. The Dazzle Heal comes out a second time. They actually get off the ledge, then they manage to keep Nico alive. At 4 base armor, tanky Bane.
They didn't have the, he chose to go for the passive on SB, the bash, instead of the charge. Maybe with the charge, they would have been able to get that kill.
Yeah, that's a surprisingly tanky hero at this stage. Bane, 4 base armor, good health.
He took brain sap.
He gets off the brain sap. He gets double healed by the Dazzle. So good job there to keep him alive.
So who actually got the bounty rune? One apiece? Yeah, one apiece. But Queen got the bounty rune. So I think that is a huge thing.
And I guess less importantly, Brood gets a bounty rune, but that will mean a fast soul ring.
Yeah, then it means that the middle lane is gonna be, because when you pick Razor, you want to win the lane. So now the Queen gets the bounty rune. So this is actually, I think it's much better for VP, even though there was no kills, but they got the bounty rune on the more crucial hero.
And you can see G already posting up. Both players went for the kind of standard opening with the plus damage items and just some pooled regen.
Yeah, and not to mention, because the Razor went for Plasma Field just for that fight at the river, so he doesn't have the static link. Oh, I'm DC'd from the game?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm DC'd.
Oh, I'm okay.
I'll just watch on your screen.
Come back, my friend. So early on, we're going to see Illidan having an okay time at bottom. He's getting help from the Wyvern. His EGM tried to come in and assist, but he's now being slowly forced back here by Lil Hardy. That 305 move speed should be enough to get him away from the Wyvern, but he's getting a lot of auto attacks off. In fact, EGM barely able to escape. He might get cut off. I don't know if he makes it out of here. He does salve up.
Oh, there's a lot of spiderlings.
Variable as well. Oh, that call is gonna hurt. EGM spin to win from Illidan.
Oh, what was that?
Bambo just basically got him killed with those spiderlings.
What was that all about anyway? Like, why was he putting himself in such a dangerous position?
I'm not sure. I feel like he still could have gotten out though if the spiderlings weren't there. I think they were counting on the heal bomb.
Yeah, they wanted to kill. That was the thing. Like when it happened.
But Illidan had other ideas with the spin. Uh-oh, mid lane, big charge on the hook.
Yeah, this is why I
3-man mid.
This is why I talk
for the Razor
about how important it is getting a bounty rune on your mid hero. If one person gets it and the other person doesn't get it, even though it's one apiece bounty rune because the spider got the bounty rune, Bambo got it, but the effect on the game is huge for the mid lane matchup.
Illidan tagging back in all the spiderlings.
He's so happy with all the spiderlings.
This is such a nice start for the Axe. Already Tranquil Boots up, 400 gold banked. With We will see the Spirit Breaker. Just suicide to neutrals. Gets himself a TP.
They want level 3 on the Wyvern so he can heal the axe.
Honestly, like, the Broodmother's going to have a kind of tough time with the way this lane started.
The axe is gonna have a. I think this game you get a quick Vanguard, and you just.
Yeah, I agree.
You just nullify the Broodmother basically.
And then the Wyvern's kind of free to do whatever it wants. Doesn't really need to help Illidan too much at that point.
Oh, they want to go for the kill. Okay, no. The Splinter Blast is actually not gonna hit.
Well, that's all going on. Nikwa made a rotation, but I believe was scouted by that observer ward, maybe, or could just be map sense.
I think it probably got scouted because if he's walking through here, it's gonna get scouted.
Then G's gonna try and suss him out. We'll find
Bash.
him. Bash, and then a charge. Yeah, that's gonna be another bash. Hey, would you like a third? No.
No.
Nikwa says, I've had enough. No more, please. No more. I just want to go home.
But usually when you see teams run this Dazzle plus Broodmother, they don't run it like this, you know. Just look at what 4 Clovers are doing. They're actually passing the Dazzle here from the start. I think what you want to do, like from the more successful combos I saw, is the Dazzle will be in the safe lane first, stacking and just helping out the lanes. Once the Broodmother reaches level 4 and level 5, you TP to lane to get the kill. Because then you're sharing the Brood's experience now in the lane. The Brood could have gotten a lot more experience.
Man, Illidan is just all over.
Just look
at
at
this.
The Dazzle is not helping.
They actually can't do
The
anything.
Dazzle is not helping the Brood too much.
He's actually leeching a lot of experience from Bambo as well.
Yeah, I don't think this is actually the ideal way. You want to have the Dazzle on the other side of the map doing his own thing.
And once the Brood gets like level 7 or 8, then you come.
And because if
Okay, that makes sense.
if the Dazzle's not here, the Brood would have been level 4, level 5, like maybe minute 3 or minute 2.5. Minute 3, then you TP the Dazzle in that time to get a kill.
Fall onto Bambo.
Right,
Illidan's
this
just running on 2 heroes.
This Axe is not afraid because he's very far ahead. He knows.
Yeah, and he knows the spider lanes are around because he got the sentry in the lane. Bambo has 0 items, Winter. He's actually naked. Nobody wants to look at this naked Dazzle, man.
No,
that thing is
yes.
gross.
Yes,
Gotta
900
put some clothes on.
Oh, you're talking
some
about
boots,
Dazzle.
maybe.
EGM, Donnie, not Bambo.
Oh, sorry, EGM.
I was like, what? Brood is not naked? Brood
No,
has,
I meant the Dazzle.
it's like Brood has 900 gold.
So there was a charge on the mid lane. They get a kill there on the Razor, but the counter kill happens the Spirit Breaker. Now VP diving on EGM, literally defenseless, no TP. He's called. Maybe the neutrals will have mercy on his soul, because Lord knows Illidan won't. No, even that, not allowed. Bambo just watches helplessly while his poor Dazzle is massacred.
This Brood lane has so far not been doing so well, so he needs to rely on someone else to come in. I think the Lash is the hero that's going to come in. He actually has Lightning Storm, so he has stun plus Lightning Storm. He doesn't have the Edict to push the towers.
He's going back bottom.
Yeah, but he needs the Lash to in the future, maybe minute 7, minute 8 to TP in to help him. I think they need the Lash to kill the Axe. Lash is the most logical hero, and
Axe is not far off of a Vanguard though. I don't know if they can kill him if he gets one.
If they bring Bane plus Lash, I guess they can. Or maybe even 3 heroes, at least 3 heroes, I guess. Dazzle plus Lash is also possible.
And further good news for VP, they have thoroughly shut down the Razor mid, and G is off to another one of his hot starts at 2,200 net
Dude,
worth, 2 assists.
You remember the game where we were casting yesterday, where we watched the Queen of Pain Razor matchup where the Queen didn't go for poison?
Yeah.
But because he got the good start, you see he got 2 points in poison. You generally don't do that against the Razor.
And there's no points on Unstable Current either. As Nikwa gets charged from the high ground. Good backstab play here by FNG. Needs that bash. He gets it. Fissure on the wrong side though. G leaping over. There's the Grave. Now he had the ult, but wouldn't have been able to get the kill because of the Grave. So G wisely hangs onto it.
Yeah,
this is going to free up the Brood a little bit, but
he wanted
strong enough to stand against
He wanted to drop the poison as well, but he realized that it was not going to be a good idea because the cast animation would be too long. So the charge is going to be coming on to Bambo here. Illidan has Dust. He's
now
good.
they've got the vision. Dust is there. He probably gets the solo kill. One more spin. If not, the backup arrives. And done. Illidan with the quick decapitation.
Okay. Vanguard if he wants to. This axe is gonna be
You see a
raid
Brood
boss.
first pick and you're thinking, okay, they're really banking on this Brood being a problem with the Dazzle follow-up, but the problem has become the Brood's nemesis. The axe is just out of control already.
That's why, like, most of the teams, when they pick, like, especially when I see it from VP and Vega, they ban, like, Axe is the hero that they ban when they Brood most of the time. They're not worried about any other heroes like Legion, Darkseer. or even the Tide Hunter, it's mostly the Axe. Because Axe is a hero that can do, like, against the Brute you need to do two things. Kill the spiders and kill the hero. Like, Axe can actually do both of those things. Like, Tide Hunter you can kill the spiders but you can't kill the hero.
Dear Pycat could be in danger. The Fissure comes out. They are tanky Pulse Nova damage though. This is two melee heroes. He gets the two heroes done. Then the heal comes in from EGM. What a turnaround by Pycat. Massive plays. And they needed that, man, because the rest of the team has not been able to get it done so far.
I think he didn't have mana for his ultimate there from the Shaker. That's why they
Yeah,
couldn't.
it looked like he only had the enchant totem.
Yeah, he couldn't finish him off with the Echo Slam. They needed the Echo Slam there,
But oh! We both had the same reaction. I thought G had that. Series of miscues from VP. This might be enough to get the 4CL back in the game. Charge comes from FNG. Phobos now, he's got Echo. That's not enough damage. Nor can he get close enough anyway.
Damn, that was Disco Pony dodging a Sonic Wave. I mean, he could have waited, but I guess because he expected expected him to move left. That's why he had the Sonic Wave left.
He's got those sexy moves. Dambo. Oh, Splinter Blast. There's the charge. Follow-up comes from the dust. Now they curse him as well with the call. Even the spider lanes, they're devouring Mama. So vicious. Have you no souls? Poor Mama. And now maybe even chasing for more Illidan massacres, all but the two last survivors.
Here comes the backup.
Well, will it be enough though? Illidan very tranky. They get up the charge on Nico. He's trapped in the cheese. Yeah, just for good measure. Another bass. Quick dunk. And now he can run away. Illidan looks to get out of position.
Oh, the call!
And the call
saves FNG.
And
the call
FNG
saves
just runs.
FNG. Oh
I
my
think he
god.
got the dunk move speed there as well. And able to get back in
Yeah,
time.
but he would have died like maybe to another spell like Lightning Storm plus another right click. But because of the call, the Lash wasn't able to actually do anything. And the Lash missed the split off at the start of the fight as well. So SB was able to, FNG was able to run out of that unscathed.
Axe almost has a blink.
Oh my god, like 10 minutes? Blink, Vanguard, Franks, and even an upgraded wand? This guy is huge.
Maybe they need to be counterpicking the Axe instead of the other way around. No, he's having a wonderful game. It does go back to what you said, though. It really doesn't feel like the Dazzle had any impact bottom. And it had an impact, but it was a negative impact.
I think the idea was right, just about executing. They needed to do it the other way around. The Dazzle should be in the other lane. And once the Brute reaches that level, like 5 or 4, you TP him to get a kill when he has a massive Spiderling army.
Oh, Bambo, he wants to buy a Midas. Illidan gonna see him, but it's low on
I
mana.
think it's a good call for the Midas because he realized
I thought he was gonna get jumped, but Illidan did not have the mana.
I think Midas is good because he's behind. He needs to catch up.
Charge galloping onto the top lane. FNG almost gets EGM. He does manage to self-grave. Tries for the TP out. There's no Winter's Curse for 3 seconds. There is an Echo. Doesn't need it. Will end up going down.
Oh dear, that was really optimistic.
Yeah, if you force out a big spell there, like an Echo or a Curse, maybe it's worth it, though. Only 75 gold.
And there's always a 17% chance that you don't get the TP out anyways.
Yeah. Winter math.
Not sure if that's my math or that's someone else's math that made the game.
Twitch chat math.
The person that made the game decide that it's 17%.
I thought you said 70, actually.
Yeah, well, the old one is 70, but the one right now is actually much more realistic to 17.
I'm still thinking you're saying 70 rather than 17.
17?
No, I know what you mean. I'm just checking, Winter. Maybe there was a stealth buff when I was sleeping. Can you imagine if he had 70% bash?
And it wasn't on the changelog?
What if they just got it backwards? Typed in a little 71 there instead of a 17. Oh, alright, fight breaking out in the river now. It's Phobos. Gets off a Fissure, but it's only on Hook. Maybe that's good enough. Phobos lumbers in, gets off the Echo Slam. The quad pull. It hits on 4G. Sensational quad play as per usual. But he is lacking the mana for the follow-up scream. Oh, hey, well, how convenient, a bounty rune. Now we can jump in and look for more potentially. Nobody's dead yet.
No one died.
But G is going to change that real quick. Oh, the sleep on the Spirit Breaker, not the Queen of Pain. We'll end up going down. Nikwa now being pursued out. Initial slow is there, and Nikwa buys his TP. That's all he's going to get, it looks like. And the best part is they're doing this without the Axe, who just sits bottom. No space for Bambo whatsoever. just going to be completely shut down. Like, Axe is pushing the Brood's lane, Winter. That's how lopsided this is right now.
Oh, he gets the deny.
Ah, Illidan trying for the jump.
Spiders in return. But right now, I think in that fight alone, we could see now how much the Queen of Pain is gonna do in the future fights as well, because they have much more like AOE damage with the Queen and the Earthshaker, whereas 4 Clover's heroes are relying all on the Lash to do all the AOE damage. Their heroes are more single target focused. They're gonna pick up Phobos here. Good start to come back into the game. But Phobos is actually not anywhere near his blink, so he didn't actually lose much gold there. It wasn't like a key pick-off or anything where he's going to get his blink.
I think they'll take whatever pickoffs they can get. Score now 4-10.
Yep.
4,000 gold lead for VP, 3,000 experience. Yet to see too much tower pressure.
And you know what? For a game like this, they don't really have a hero that can build an early mech as well.
Oh, 4CL?
Both teams. Like, who's going to build an early mech?
I guess Viper can, but he's just so damn poor.
Huh? Viper?
Or it's Viper, Razor. To me, they're the same hero. Just
Okay, yeah, okay.
pick to win your lane. I'm calling EGM Bamboo. Now I'm calling Razor Viper Winter. What's wrong with me?
To your defense, we saw Viper yesterday from NIP.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday, so they must be. Thanks. Thanks for the bailout, buddy. I appreciate it. A little help from a friend in a time of need as they're going to engage on a hook. The charge comes through. G doesn't have the ult for 3 seconds, so he's going to try to bait them back as Brood looks to get involved, but that means Illidan looks to get involved, and Illidan's the one that you don't want getting involved. They're all going to run down the river. Radiant team about to get vision of 4 heroes. Illidan, where's that big blink call? Oh, the spider lanes have surrounded G. He then gets gripped in the middle of them. He needs a little backup here. The spider lanes will help secure the kill. Well played by Bambo, and Illidan prevented from using his Blake, prevented from initiating. They have Echo Slam. God, they just need an opening on VP, but they're not finding it. They have no idea where these heroes are now.
Yeah, great play from the Brood there. He was like sitting in the jungle and he's just using the spiders to make sure that the Axe didn't get the blink call onto the Bane, which was gripping the SB. So that was really good
If
play.
he had vision, there was a moment where he could have gotten 4 heroes in the call.
I think they would have been screwed if he actually blink call.
But it would have been a blind call. He
Yeah.
didn't have the vision.
I think he would have been able to actually turn the fight around if he actually got the blink call off. So that was a really good play from Mr. Bamboo, as usual. So what is the Lash going to? Okay, Bloodstone has 2 points in Edict now, only 2 points in the Lightning Storm, 1 in Ultimate. Still hasn't, like, their team has to get towers. I think their team needs to be able to get all these tier 1 towers just because they have Edict and the Broodmother. And sometime soon, they really need to get all these towers to remove the map control so you can actually invade the jungle as the Broodmother.
She's been trying, like parking a few spider
Look at
lanes.
these spiders, oh my god, like every entrance to the jungle.
Oh no! Illidan, a big grab on Sexy Bambo, looking for the chop. He's got the vision now from the charge. The quad bolt's there. And not dead just yet. Illidan getting juked a little bit.
Oh, the bash!
The bash, the follow-up dunk, and now EGM. He's dunk number 2. Boom, boom. Looking for the bam now. Diving onto Neekwo, the triple chop. No, he wants the 4
he
hero
wants the one
takedown.
behind.
He's going deep for the disco pony. Also KO this time by
my
a fissure.
god, that was
Axe has got your back.
that was such a good like map presence. He was looking in front and they were killing in front and killing the guy behind, and he immediately understood the situation where this guy's dead. I don't need to dunk this guy. I'm dunking the guy behind. Well played.
And they're even going to steal a little ancient stack here. Just the cherry on top. A 9k net worth Axe.
What is he gonna go now?
Ags? Octarine?
Do you really need Octarine call on Axe?
Reducing Berserker's call cooldown is
What
pretty
happens
good.
if you dunk someone? Do you like get super life drain from
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure how that works. They're going to dunk. Oh! See ya! It would also be good to reduce the cooldown on Berserker's call, which is quite low at that point, but
yeah,
Lil will get gripped.
literally the Axe's black hole. Yeah, it's a black hole.
Slightly lower cooldown.
Slightly, it's like what, it pierces BKB. It's a AoE, so yeah. Black hole.
And it's not channeling. That's the best part.
Channeling is always tough for Enigma.
Do you miss Enigma? He's like way down there right now. You gonna jump in? Doesn't have mana for the ult or the cooldown, so just a little harass.
I mean, Enigma is just generally not. The hero is fine. It's just that the meta doesn't favor jungling heroes unless you run Enigma as off lane. I think that's the only way I could see it probably happening. Support Enigma is tough to pull off. Whoop.
Well, that's one way to cancel a charge. Just face sleep him, but Illidan's gonna leap forward. He doesn't care. You try to stop my Spirit Breaker, I'm gonna have to say something to you about it. As Nikwa continues to be slowed by the Arctic Bird. Good, just for good measure. Another
Chop.
batch, and chop. And let's go for more. Another charge, FNG. Committed dive here coming out. Blink call, that's on 2. Illidan continues to slaughter all in his wake. That's another chop, well deserved. 10, 0, and 3 on the angry red man. And still Bambo, you have to take this tower.
I don't think he's angry. I think he's having a lot of fun.
My god, almost
No,
caught out.
oh
here.
no, Soaring was on cooldown.
You're gonna get caught here by Bambo, but blink up in 1 second. There's the Wyvern save, and now the charge.
Oh no, this
Da-
guy
da- da-
might
da.
he might be dead.
Yep. Dust comes out. Curse not available for 8 seconds, but it's just not happening for Bambo. He'll go down as well. Still yet to claim a tower here for 4CL. You're running Lesh, Razor, Brood with a Dazzle, and not even close.
I think once you don't take the towers in the early game, how are you actually going to take the tower against Queen, Earthshaker, and the charge? after
Now,
that?
at this point, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know how
can't take the towers now. They had to get those towers down in the early laning phase where I was talking about earlier. That's why I was surprised that the Lash went for the 2 points in Lightning Storm. Because I think it was so important for them to get the towers down. Number one, when you push the offlane tower, you pressure them. They have to go back and defend the tower. It frees out space for the Brute to actually do her thing at bottom. And if the Brute forces them to go to her lane, the Lash can even pressure the second tower at top. So it's like a chain reaction thing. That's why I felt it was important for them to do that at the laning phase in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, or you can even fight them in their jungle with the Spiderling army, but the way the game's developed, that doesn't seem like an option.
Nikwa.
G jumping in, he gets the sounds off of Nikwa, but Nikwa's pretty tanky. They're going to need a +1 here. That comes in the form of a Phobos Fissure, and then FNG will be there to secure the kill. Bashing him almost over the Fissure. Gets off the Brain Set just in time for Mr. Illidan to collect his just desserts. The Executioner's here, and he's looking for more. Rushing forward. So the Blink is on cooldown. By the way, Winter, he's got his Ags now, so your more standard Axe build-up. And the kill threshold now 425.
Time for Dagon.
425. Let's do an HP check. That's almost half of Bambo's health. That's like a
Yeah,
third or a bit
dude,
less of the Razors.
You get a Dagon on top of that.
It's over half of the Dazzle's health.
Yeah,
That chop.
that's why you get a Dagon.
You can just use it as a nuke. Don't even have to kill them with the chop. That thing's so good. And the cooldown's so low at this point with the Scepter that even if you miss, it's no big deal. They're going to charge Bambo, though. Bashing him once.
It's good.
And, I mean, what does he do? You got to make some...
God.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a big middle finger to Bambo.
Wow, okay, I talk about no one's gonna build the mech. Guess who's building the mech, dude? The captain. Is this the first mech?
Maybe Crimson Guard, I guess, but probably is the mech, yeah.
Dude, is this like the first game that Spirit Breaker has ever built a mech in an official game?
First game ever. It was them's fighting words, then he stats, man, but we'll see. FNG charges in quite far. He may be punished for this. That's okay. Illidan follows this one up, looks to bring down Pycat. He's got the dunk ready and should be able to get it now, but he's gripped. He can't cast it. Pycat running circles around him, and Illidan almost drops to this level of aggression on the backside of the fight. Phobos again. It's a 2-for-1 thus far. And in the end, G will be the man slept. They've lost their axe that ends up beyond godlike streak. 1150 gold down. Phobos, though, at least get some vengeance, killing off Hook. But finally, the axe has been slain. So K-Pop says that was the second time. This is the second time in the history of Dota. That's right. That a mech, assuming this is a mech, has been built on a
Yeah,
Spirit
yes,
Breaker.
arcane boost. So it's technically the first game, right? First real game.
And the only other time that it happened was in the MLG Columbus qualifiers, which was in 2013. Memories.
And there was no Guardian Greaves at that time.
Phobos gets off the fissure, turns on Nikwa, starts clubbing him. Needs backup, though, and isn't going to have it, so they'll sacrifice the Wyvern. Lil Hardy down, and back to the drawing board for him.
Yeah, interesting. He's going to try to complete the greaves with the arcane boots. So we'll see how it actually works out for. I guess the armor is going to be useful for the SB. But what are you actually going to look to remove from with the Guardian Greaves? There's nothing. There's not even an orchid. I guess he just wants it for the team purposes. And here we go. Sexy Bambo.
G patiently was stalking him. He got vision just for a moment when he cast spawn Spiderlings. Now the dust comes out. They don't even need the ultimate. And another kill here for VP.
It's very hard for me to see how 4 Clovers is going to come back into this game right now. Even though they just got a key pickup on the Axe, which gave the Bane like, what, 1,000 gold?
There's a charge towards top. Pycat. Will they be able to bring him down solo?
His TP's on cooldown. He dunks the creep for the speed.
For the move speed, and now he's hunting. He's got another call available. The Spear Breaker arrives. Pycat about to be in Dunkland, and yeah, welcome to the slam.
And he's just playing so well on the Axe in this game.
And it is indeed going to be the Guardian Greaves. Grabs the headdress.
And
you know, they actually have 3 Tranquils and 1 Shred, so they really need the mana as well.
Yeah, dude. Axe has a Perseverance. For the, what, Lincolns? He's getting a Lincolns?
Yeah, I guess so. Battle Fury Axe.
You wish.
Honestly, I think he could buy one and they'd probably still have a good chance to win this.
Oh, here we go.
Blink Call onto 2. EGM, you'll be the first one down. Hook, you're coming next. If they have their way. Queen of Pain ult engaged, and now Illidan looking for opening. The double hero charge after the Winter Wyvern Curse. Splinter Blast doing work. Dunk. Top triple. God. Give this man the quadruple dunk. He's out of mana. And no chance. Deny. Illidan. He runs out of gas, but VP, they surge forward. Smashing 4CL, who unfortunately were lacking their drafter, Soxka, today. Will ultimately drop this game, and with it, drop out of the Summit 4.
That's why you never, you know, travel on a ship that has no captain.
Well, sometimes the ship's leaving. You either hop aboard, or you get left behind on shore. Unfortunately, the ship was steered into the shoals and crashed.
I'd rather get left behind in the shores than sink in the middle of nowhere.
And on that sad, depressing note, we say goodbye to 4CL. We hardly knew them.
We actually know Bambo very well. So
in the Summit 4, we hardly knew them. So they are eliminated now. VP will advance in the lower bracket. Of course, this is the European region, guys, which means top 2 teams will advance. We don't play the grand finals, just the winner bracket champions and the lower bracket champions. Next up, VP have to face a new and improved alliance, who actually managed to qualify for Frankfurt, to the surprise of many.
Yeah, I think both of the teams are somewhat in a similar shape right now. They are both starting to get back into the groove of the meta, and they are playing much better. I think maybe a bit different for VP. VP has been declining a little after TI, whereas Alliance is going upwards. Yeah, so that would be a really interesting match to see who actually comes on top of that. And both the teams actually play Brood pretty well. So Brood might be a first ban material in that matchup.
Well, the first pick Brood, it did backfire here. They were prepared for it. You know, VP played it very well.
I actually don't feel like it's all entirely wrong for them to actually pick the Brood. It's just the way they executed the idea, which was, for me, isn't the best way. Because I think they shouldn't have parked the Dazzle at bottom lane from the start. They should have just done like what everyone does, like the Dazzle on off, like safe lane, and then he TPs to the Brood lane later. That's what all the other teams do. I think they should have done that. So the Brood Mother gets more experience at the start. And it comes faster because you could have done that at minute. They did the heal bomb, and Brood was level 4 at what, 4 minutes? They could
Something like that.
Yeah, they could have done it at maybe minute 3 or minute 2.5.
Well, unfortunately, 4CL go home, guys. But congratulations to VP. They stay alive. They will be facing Alliance as we continue our European Dota action. We're going to turn our attention to the winners bracket next. There will be
a break
of an hour and 20 minutes, I believe. And then it will be Monkey Business versus Empire. Winner of that match will be into the winner bracket finals, where they will have 2 shots, if they lose, to make it to the LAN final. So, guys, thanks for watching. Stick around. You're watching the Summit 4.